The lefty hook rattles out. And secured by Jordan Ross, the junior from Layton, Utah. Blue spotting up. They just got Anthony Davis back last night.
I was just going to say, if you got a healthy Anthony Davis and LeBron James in the playoffs, like the NCAA tournament, it's a whole new season. A lot of guys are counting out the late.
And Terrace Reed on the receiving end.
Well, the last two games, they ran the lob for Jordan Walsh to start the second half. This time they reverse it, and they go to Reed.
A three-point game. Here's Whitehead, guarded by Walsh. Guarded by Cameron Carr.
The ball has to keep moving. Guys have so good at attacking the offensive board. Dillon Mitchell.
Remember, he did that yesterday to put Montverde ahead of IMG for good. Green missed everything. Mitchell, another rebound.
4 from 3 in this game. He's going to continue to shoot the open one, but I love it when he drives the closeout, tries to get into the mid-range or all the way to the basket. And he is a great kick-out guy once he gets deep.
And Walker scoops it in. He's got the first 5 for the Ascenders.
And he is a power forward with size and strength. Also has point forward.
The last week or so, the third Montverde player to win it in the last 5 years. A steal by Jalen Hood-Schifino. Ahead to Dillon Mitchell for the throwdown. 2 points in this first half. Remember, both exploded yesterday in the quarterfinals. Mitchell gathers it and puts it in.
That's why he's in.
Oh, Whitehead with the strip. Missed it. Evans missed the follow. Dillon Mitchell, the throwdown.
To foul. Keep himself in the game. Give the 2 points.
Shot clock is turned off for Montverde. Dillon Mitchell knocks down the jump. Going back and forth on the seesaw here in the first half. Fall-away jumper. At the mark from Makai Mason. Whitehead, transition opportunity. Dillon Mitchell.
Because he goes all out all the time. Another guy, McDonald's All-American cusp.
Number 24 player in the senior class. Didn't quite make it. He will be in the Jordan Grand Classic, though, later in April. Dillon Mitchell. Miller said that this team has more youth and inexperience compared to the last 2 years. This is a get better as we go along team. That's what they said in December, and they have done that. Now trying to hit their peak at Geico Nationals. But Schifino gives it up, and Mitchell goes reverse.
Stay in front of the ball. Don't foul. No layups.
Westery goes down, picked up by Dillon Mitchell, and Mitchell slices it.
That's a sign of Kevin's team all the time.
Evans runs the baseline. There's backcourt pressure, and no foul there. Hood-Schifino to Dillon Mitchell for the...
In the nation. Strong take in, tipped around, and the putback up, and Schifino puts it up. And that snaps the streak of 9. Chaney puts up a challenge 3. Here comes Montverde. .100 seconds left in the first half of action.
Sounds like a lot.
We'll see. Whitehead. Nice find inside. And a finish. Diving for every ball.
And there's been a lot of contact this weekend.
Nice follow up and in. Nearly got that to go as well. And the save underneath your own basket does. Whitehead gets free at the top of the key. The putback up and in. Mabry keeps it alive for Holloway. And another near steal there. Montverde slowing it down.
And Lalu doing a nice job getting back, making it 5-on-5. Their defense in the first 4 minutes here has been terrific.
Somehow it ends up in the hands of the right.
Offensively.
A block and 2 assists as well. Tip up and in.
talent getting on the ground for the loose ball. I can't tell you how many NBA scouts tell me we're taping, we're putting it on demand, we're going to check it out on Synergy. They tape all these games, every single one, because they don't want to miss anything come NBA draft time.
Oh, nice feed inside from Bradley. Montverde trying to find itself a little bit. Jalen Hood-Schifino, another nice bounce pass. That one in
many ways.
Oh, the throwback. Hood-Schifino, very smooth off glass, and the follow. Ward with the dunk, the two-handed flush. Still a 9-point lead for Montverde. Ward headed to Xavier.
And DeMatha in a 1-3-1 zone. Pete Strickland wants to try to slow this game down.
Jalen Hood-Schifino with the out.
Defense by Montverde. If you're DeMatha, you got to respond to that.
Good defense there by the Stags. Nice feed inside for the slam. Clark tried to thread the needle. Instead, it's a 3-on-2 the other way, and that one rims out. Jarrell Roberson had the intent, and going the other way, the hoop. A quick turnover. Wide open three. That's Rodney Rice. Cannot connect. Nice feed. That is a Dillon as well.
A lot to recruit to at Assembly Hall. Tradition, fan base, conference. Wow. And the more your team wins, the better your brand gets.
Run out of the slam. I will submit a question to you with that hashtag. It might have something to do with the morning muffins, the run out.
Continue to improve and try to find things to work on. And as you mentioned it, early workouts, staying late, off-season development. Great pass by Whitehead again.
Unselfishness.
Chukwu, who had 13 points yesterday in Montverde's second game of the weekend. Here are the starting lineups for Montverde, brought to you by the Marines. Great to see Sky Clark back on the floor as well. Paul, the Kentucky prospect, tore his ACL at the start of the AAU season over the summer.
Each scout, they watch film, they hand their players scouting reports on player tendencies. I got a feeling each team's going to be really locked in. Points are going to be hard to come by in this game.
Gorgeous pass from Clark.
Perimeter. I mean, Starling, Holloway, and Fears.
Well, this is Dillon Mitchell.
And he's combined his athleticism with his skill, and he's become a player.
Offensive rebound, Iwachukwu. Poke back in. Poke back in by Clark with that head of hair.
I tell you what, it's not hard to miss him. Well, it is hard to miss him because of his game, too.
Led to a bucket yet. Head coach Kevin Boyle hoping this defense turns into offense. Jalen Hood-Schifino misses the three. Roberts Montverde on a 7-0 run. A takeaway. Dillon Mitchell. Showtime! Hood-Schifino with the strip on the run out. Sky Clark missed the dunk. Here's Dillon Mitchell, who goes with the lay-in.
I got worried for the poor kid.
Clark to trigger, lob pass, hauled in by Mitchell, and he drops it in.
He's got to work on, and you know, we'll see him continue to get his game legs under him. But defending the ball, I think offensively he's picked up, you know, faster than anyone could have hoped for. But defensive end, he's got to be able to contain that basket. Be happy for him because he played at La Lumiere for the last 2 years. This is a bit of a homecoming for him.
Look out! Dillon Mitchell laid it in.
He looks 15 years younger than he is.
The ageless one, Leonard Hamilton. Here is Sky Clark making his season debut, coming off the torn ACL. Number 16 player in the country, 5-star prospect headed to Kentucky. Dillon Mitchell working in, sacrificing and subjugating your ego for the betterment of the team. Renault missed it, but Dillon Mitchell keeps it alive. And Mitchell puts it home. Grady Dick is just about automatic from deep.
He's been so precise this season with his cuts, with his square-up mechanics. You know, he's got a great economy of motion. He doesn't have any wasted motion.
Clark, the nice feed inside, and Mitchell puts it. It's always a headline when they lose.
They're the gold standard in high school basketball, so when you beat them, it's a celebration. That game against IMG, oh, great finish by Mitchell. On each other. It's like a Power 5 conference.
Mark Mitchell trying the follow-up dunk. No. Final 50 seconds of the quarter. Montverde with numbers. Sky Clark leaves it for Dillon.
There was a foul, a moving screen on the ball.
Clark finds the cutting Dillon Mitchell, and
they have capable scorers, and Dillon Mitchell now, and Malik Renault can get double figures. Now that Sky Clark is back, Chris Shafino can put up numbers. There's talent everywhere, but they play so well together.
In the corner, Dillon Mitchell. Up.
It's usually not the offense. It's usually the defense that wins the game.
Post touch for Dillon Mitchell, who leads Montverde with 16.
He's got to continue to work on his game.
Well, Dillon Mitchell 0 for 2 at the line, but a rebound by Iwuchukwu. Back down low, and Dillon Mitchell with wake-up calls. Scotty Middleton scoops it in for Sunrise. Have to imagine this loss by this margin, whatever it turns out to be. Dillon Mitchell
for KC Run GMC, coached by LJ Boolsby. I thought he had a summer where, you know, he stood out a little bit on the under.
Sunrise is number 2. They've met plenty of times the last 2 years, and Montverde has come out on top all but once. Last year, Sunrise beat Montverde in overtime. Mitchell down low.
They have to get back to their defensive principles and intensity. I'm sure he's going to watch the film and point out a lot of mistakes.
But we saw what they're capable of the last 2 games. They're just a smidge off right now. They're not far off from quickly flipping a switch, but anybody who faces Montverde against the size that they possess is going to have an adjustment period, and I think that's what we're watching right now from Oak Hill.
Tybo Bailey is in for Oak Hill. He started the first game when they began this tournament. He's coming off the bench ever since. Shot goes up for Gregory. We haven't heard of him last night over IMG.
Whitehead over the top of the zone, no good. Easy put back for Mitchell. And wants to run, trying to get around Mintz, puts up a crazy shot. Offensive rebound, Mitchell, he'll score. Reeves, good inside feed with Chukwu, met by good defense. And Mitchell is able to go up high at 13 for Mintz. There's Renew at the elbow. Good inside feed. Mitchell throws it down.
Wow. You've got to look inside as they are on the pick and roll. He's been open several times in the paint begging for the basketball, and you got to feed the big man.
2:30 to play in the third quarter. This one's starting to get better and better as it goes along. The title game, game 37. Inside feed, backdoor cut. Mitchell lays it in.
Wow,
possession 8 to shoot. Hood Shafino gets inside. His floater is short. Crashing in is Mitchell, and Mitchell makes another big.
It slips underneath for that charge. If you are Livingston going to the bucket, same as Whitehead as well. Oak Hill's been doing a pretty good job of rotating in that paint. You just got to be really, really careful with this possession.
And they're sticking with the zone. Livingston has 4 fouls. Shot clock already down to 12. There's a backdoor cut and a dunk. Dillon Mitchell.
Are you playing a really tight man-to-man switch defense, and then Carlisle threw up an air ball.
And shot was bothered. Not sure if it was blocked or not, but way off the mark. And a good feed inside and an easy finish for Dillon Mitchell.
Wow.
Gerald gives it back to Thornton. Overton sets the screen. 15-footer, no good. A good look for Thornton, and he could not connect.
And we were concerned about the fouls for Overton. He's been a non-factor as we see Mitchell, who is a big...
On scrap it if you're the Patriots, even if you're at a physical disadvantage. There's a feed down low. Great defensive play.
In that Catholic League.
Out one off the mark. High rebound pulled in by K.J. Evans, the number 2 junior in the country.
It's really amazing the reach that a school like Montverde has.
Able to get out and run and use their full lineup. Oh, and there is a flush. But Shafino using the screen from Iwachukwu has some space, kicks to the corner. Good look for Evans. No. Oh, and that's
Quarters, right, Paul?
Yeah, they have. Their defense has been outstanding. Another steal.
And a layup by Dillon Mitchell, who gets his off.
Faded too far to the baseline, but great hustle on the glass. Couple of effort. Oh, great wrap through, recognized, easy dish. Mitchell around Hood Shafino. And the hottest player right now for this Duncanville team coming into this game, Eric Demings, showing off some instant offense.
And Hood Shafino is one of the best on-ball defenders in the country.
ESPN-ranked player. They have 4 this year. Livingston, the headliner, but Ree and Mintz are also in the ESPN 100. Meanwhile, for Montverde, loaded as usual. They do have 10 newcomers around the holdovers. Renault,
Just an
Dillon
intimidator.
Mitchell got a piece of it.
You're right, Dillon Mitchell blocked it, Ted, but Iwachukwu just intimidated him.
Evans, the drop-off. Inside.
In time, he's going to demand a double team in the SEC under Mike White.
That's the thing. You have 2 titans in the high school game. The programs, the coaches. Dillon Mitchell.
You're not a shooter. Sit down.
Interested to see how they start the game.
Ooh.
And that's our 4th missed dunk in the last 2 games.
Well, I thought Derek Whitehead was going to, tear the rim off and start us off headed in the right direction. This team sharing the ball well here to start. 3-pointer on the way, no good. Offensive rebound finds its way in. And off and running up top, big time jam from Dillon.
That they have is Montverde scores at will below the foul line. So even though you get 3 points for it, here we go again. There's another lob, 2 more to dunk. They don't let up, and you see that by the fact that they're going to continue to defend at all times. They're just going to defend and defend. So getting points.
Oh my goodness!
Part of high school basketball. It just is, and it always will be. So if you find those guys, you kind of know who you want to go to battle with.
You're coaching this Real Salt Lake team.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about Real Salt Lake. I'm sure there's nights, in their league play when they go on